wider than usual. As Crane flicks this one through the leg side, there'll be runs here. I think it'll bounce up to the boundary by the small scoreboard away to our left.
Had those 5 balls to finish off in the over as Van der Hoogten is gone. He's nicked off behind. It's another catch for James Bracey. 3 slips and a gully as Gorvin faces De Lange, who's in and bowls, and Gorvin's going to get a boundary here as he gets, I'm sure he would say, cultured outside edge.
Taylor in to finish his over, and Crane does pull this one, and it's 1 bounce 4 towards mid-wicket. Almost a lazy looking shot there from Crane.
As De Lange races in, bowls, this is flicked away. It was in the air for some time, but it's going to be 4 runs, I think. Yeah, nothing that deep forward square leg can do about it. He ended up placing it pretty well between Hammond at leg gully this morning. De Lange bowls and Crane drives. Beautiful looking shot. Will pick up at least a couple of runs. Van Buren is after. It's going out towards the boundary. It'll get there as well.
As Taylor bowls, Crane drives through the covers and will pick up 4 runs past a diving actor. As I mentioned, he is pretty close in there. That's edged, and did that one carry to Bracey? It has gone through to the boundary for 4 runs, down to third man anyway. Crane didn't. Back to bowls, driven by Crane, and he's beaten mid-off there. Matt Taylor was a little tentative in getting down to it.
Webster bowls, this is looped in the air, and he's been caught at point. Webster has his 4th wicket, as Gorvin's leading edge is found. Webster from the College lawn end, and Crane lays into this one, hits it in the air, down towards long on, and a terrific catch taken by Ajit Singh Dale down at long on, and Bo Webster has got 5 wickets for just 17 runs. The left-handed Charlesworth, he's in and bowls, and has nicked off, he's caught at first slip. Charlesworth goes first ball, and Glamorgan get exactly what they were looking for as they strike by people on air.
Played nicely through the offside by Bancroft. He's timed that one to the short boundary on this gym building side of the ground.
Make that commitment.
Van der Hoogten bowls, firm drive, and that has beaten the dive of Carlson, and Price will pick up 4 runs here, I think. Up to the long off boundary, there's a despairing dash here on BBC Sport. 1 run behind as there's an appeal, and he's given. Price pushing forward, didn't know much about that one. In that bowl, edged, and 4 runs. Flying past the slip cordon, Gorvin went down. Opening spell at the start of the game. Van der Hoogten bowls, played nicely through the offside, running towards us. Don't tell me. Van der Hoogten bowls, beautiful shot, creamed through the covers by Miles Hammond there. 33 for 2. Van der Hoogten bowls, hand off the bat there from Hammond, but scooped away safely towards backward square.
As Gorvin bowls a full ball, inviting the drive, and Bancroft obliges, pushes firmly through the covers, and you're not stopping that, even up the hill. Labuschagne bowls over pitches, he's slammed through the covers for 4 by Miles Hammond, who now has 22 from 15 deliveries around the wicket. McElroy, Bancroft has run this one down fine, past second slip. There's no fielder down at deep third for him, so it'll be 4 runs for 56 for 2.
Van der Hoogten in, bowls, pulled away on the leg side with some vim and vigour up towards the temporary stand.
Waits for McElroy, who's in and bowls. It's full. Hammond drives down the ground beautifully for 4 runs. That's the technique part of it.
Yeah.
No catching opportunity here as Bancroft flicks one off his legs down towards backward square, and ball races to the boundary.
Labuschagne bowls. Hammond goes for a booming, thumping drive. Back over long off. It bounces twice and crashes into the gin advertisement at long off. Labuschagne to complete the over. Bowls another bouncer to Hammond, who crashes the pull shot away past mid-wicket for 4 runs. To be honest, whilst it had all the effort, it didn't over the top melodramatic as he hits the ball.
Van der Hoogten bowls. Bancroft chops it down towards third man. Oh, it's missed. And it's run away for 4. Billy Root down there.
Labuschagne bowls. Hammond whacks this one over the top of mid-off. He's not really timed it, but he'll still get 4 as it clears mid-off pretty comfortably, and that brings up a half-century for Miles Hammond.
Next ball pulled out towards square leg. Crane leaps and can't get to it. It's gone for 6. Mason Crane thought he might be in business, but that is Bancroft's half-century. This next one is firmly driven by Hammond down the ground towards the chapel end, and that one will run away for 4 up to the side screen. It's Douthwaite bowls. Hammond drives stylishly through the offside. That one will run away for 4. And Hammond timing the ball beautifully most of the time. As Gorvin comes pelting in, bowls, and that's cut and that's beaten. Dive of Crane at point, and it will thud, in fact, over the boundary fence in front of us.
Pierced them. Gorvin bowls, and that's what he was looking for. There is no fielder at deep third, and he did have to reach a bit for it, but once he'd got some bat on it, there was only one outcome.
That's beautifully driven by Hammond through the covers for 4 runs. Deserved more than 4 for artistic merit. McIlroy bowls. Hammond drives stylishly back past where it came from, through long on.
To rub salt in the wound.
In comes Crane for his first ball of the innings, and it is played beautifully through the offside for 4 runs up towards us at extra cover. Bowls. Hammond goes for a big one on the leg side. He's cleared.
6.
Deep square. That's gone for 6. And it might have struck a spectator, I think, as Eddie Byram is calling for help there on the boundary.
Now, and bowls, it's full, and Bancroft drives through the covers. He's not timed it to perfection, but I think he's got more than enough for 4. Carlson can't run it down.
Crane bowls, and Hammond's gone for another big one over mid-wicket. Stand by your beds in the crowd. This time it's gone into about the 6th row of the crowd.
Crane over the wicket to Hammond, who he gets an outside edge, but it's going to work. It's going to go fine on the offside for the single that he needs, and it's a 94-ball 100 for Miles Hammond. He came to the crease with Gloucestershire 2 wickets down and behind. And the Hughton bowls. Hammond flogs that one high in the air down the ground, and handsomely for 1 bounce 4.
Douthwaite in bowls. They blasted high over cover for 4. Couple of bounces into the boards in front of us. Bounding in again is Douthwaite, and another big swing of the bat, and that'll scatter them on the leg side again. That one's gone deep over the hospitality tents, I think.
Mid-wicket is back. Deep cover is back. Carlson bowls. It's a slog sweep. It's gone high up in the air. Can somebody get themselves underneath it? Mid-on takes it.
He's got it.
Carlson coming on has worked. Hammond gone for 121.
Carlson bowls. Bracey swings it high, majestically and handsome over long on. It's gone all the way. James Bracey opening his shoulders with a lovely clean hit down the ground to long on.
Labuschagne in and worked away wide of mid-wicket. There should be a couple of runs. I think fielder will get there from deep mid-wicket. Indeed he does, but it's 2 that brings up a half-century for Bracey. 68 balls, 5 fours and a 6. He was waiting for quite some time to get in.
Went well for them as Crane starts a new over, and that is played away off the back foot by Bancroft to reach 150. 211 balls, 15 fours and a 6. Crane bowling to Bancroft, who drives again to wide mid-off. Billy Root fields, and the applause from the home faithful for a performance that has shown 2 magnificent centuries and a 90 not out.